Good morning. This is Alan Weinkrantz. I'm here in San Antonio with yet not just one, but two really great resources here in town. I have Dean McCall and Jason Cronkhite with IdeaGin and PodCast Ready. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alan.
Thanks for coming by. So let's get started with just a quick overview on IdeaGin, and then let's really expand a bit on PodCast Ready. Tell me about IdeaGin. What are you guys doing in this idea of an interaction firm?
So we're an interaction company that's doing things on the web to help companies and consumers and brands connect in different ways than what people are commonly doing. We're using standards-based tools that are out there on the internet today and teaching people how to use things like Twitter and how to blog and how to create conversation around their services.
Very good. And how about PodCast Ready?
So we just recently were given the opportunity to take over an interesting and exciting project out of Houston. We've actually moved the company here, and we're doing all the development back-end work on the revamp of this company called PodCast Ready, which you mentioned. And what we are is we are a directory, an aggregator of personal on-demand, what they call personal on-demand content. So you're talking about the guy sitting in his room talking about guitars, we're talking about cars, whatever that interests him, and he's creating that content live, putting it up on the web, and he's allowing people to see that. So we've created a spot where all those people can come and dump all that content and allow the world to see that content. So we're getting some really interesting traction, and not just locally, but all over the world. Right now we're sitting at about 82,000 users, of which over half of those have been active this year. We subscribe about 2,000 to 3,000 new users a month.
Right.
And our software now is on devices, and we're on devices about 150,000 devices right now.
Yeah, so you're talking about content like, podcasts for boomers to gardening tips to some interesting science and technology podcasts.
Your favorite NPR shows, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, but also this is not just for individuals. I mean, companies here in San Antonio could be broadcasting sales messages, holding contests, engaging with consumers. So this isn't just individuals, it could also be corporate applications as well.
Certainly.
Okay.
So you've got companies like ESPN they're doing their daily radio shows on PodCast Ready. You've got what other types of companies?
Well, we're looking at actually getting in front of companies like the Clear Channels of the world, because they have all this amazing content, and they're trying to find new distribution channels to get their content out and have people really be engaged with this content. And this is content that I take with me. I carry it around. I don't have to wait for it to be. It's sort of like, think of it as TiVo, the TiVo for all the content on the web when I want it.
Oh, very good. Okay, very good. Okay, so how do people find IdeaGin, and how do people find PodCast Ready on the internet?
IdeaGin.com.
Spell it?
IdeaGin.com.
And?
PodCastReady.com. PodCastReady.com.
I gave him the hard one.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
What?
POD?
Yeah, you better know how to spell the name of your company.
Yeah, exactly. The investors will love that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, well, super. Well, thanks a lot for coming by today, and good luck on the launch of your new companies.
Thank you, Alan.